Hey everybody, welcome back. Northernlion plays Mario Maker, Super Mario Maker 2. Thanks for all the likes and the comments and the hey, I'm enjoying the series and the etceteras, etceteras. So we're gonna do some more Austin levels here. On the last Austin episode, we did Seas and Saws, which has a 0.44% clear rate. That's disgusting. Dizzy Desert has 0.32. Why not? You know, I'm being honest with you. Originally, it was not my intention to play this level. Originally, it was my intention to play some of the more recent ones he's made that are apparently, that makes perfect sense, apparently a lot easier. Did you see how many X's were around that that saw right there? There were like 100 X's. Okay, so here, let's just be honest. You want to mid-bounce it. Fair? That's, I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't seem easy, right? It doesn't seem like an easy setup. But I thought to myself, if we're planning on playing Austin's hard level, apparently 2-1 and 2-2, which he recently made, were a little bit easier. But if we're going to play all of Austin's levels, we might as well start with the one that's going to be hardest. You know what I mean? We might as well start with the one designed to destroy your psyche, and then see where we stand from there. Okay, now this is... I can only assume, I mean, just follow the arrows, forehead. You know what I like about Austin's levels? Somebody pointed out something that I think is fair. Austin's levels would seem very unfair if you got them in endless mode, but to play them, you know, with an infinite number of lives, it changes the criteria you use to evaluate. But one thing I love about Austin's levels is he does variations on a theme. He's like Mario Maker's Mozart, you know? He doesn't open with like, hey, here's a hard jump. He opens with like, hey, here's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing some spin jumps on thwomps. I hope that's okay with you. I gotta level you. That's a tough jump. Is it as tough as the momentum-driven jumps on 1-6? No, absolutely not. But I have to say, it's obviously very scary that this has a lower clear rate. It has a parachute. You can make the jump. It's very scary that this has a lower clear rate than Seas and Saws. Now, Seas and Saws, I like. I like it a lot as a level. Now, do I hate it? Oh, yeah, of course. I think we're gonna double bounce on one. We're gonna ride the thwomp like in Seas and Saws. I can't be, it does require a little bit of focus. I can't be too kind to my friend when it comes to designing a level. I designed a level myself. It's called the Island of Dr. Cooper. You might have seen it already. I'm proud of my level. I think my level is decent. I'll play it for you if we got time here at the end. Otherwise, we'll put it in a future video, but it'll only take like, 2 minutes for us to go over that versus 2 hours for us to go over this. It's okay. Don't go insane yet. That's what I made a snack. It was like my subconscious knew what was going on. It was like, hey, you might be at this next episode for a while, but you know what? Unlike the last episode, no joke. Last time I played an Isaac or an Austin level, I said, oh, I got 40 minutes before I have to leave for dinner. I'll just go do a quick Mario Maker episode. And it took us 39 minutes and 59 seconds to beat that level. Now, I got nothing but time. You want to see a grown man go crazy? Get ready. This is not as hard as I'm making it out to be, that section right there. You son of a gun. Can we... I'm just a little confused. Whatever. Well, when we get more looks at it, we'll figure it out. Just fell right on top. That's an embarrassing one. But that's going to happen, you know, when you get in these. But anyway, what I was going to say is I'm proud of my level. Every single one of Austin's levels is better than the Island of Dr. Cooper, without a doubt. My man, he's got a nose for Mario design. A lot of the things he makes are too hard. But that's a stylistic choice. They're never opaque, which is what I respect. You know, different people are into different things. You always know more or less what's being asked of you. Now, is it always easy to get there? Is it ever easy to get there? Well, a couple of them are relatively doable. Compared to these. That's fine. You know, you gotta learn the mastery. I think my problem is, like, this part is brain dead right now. It's very simple. It's not that it's automatic, it's just that this part is almost so easy. I get into this flow state of, like, oh, just go fast. And that might be actually an approach you can actually take, but you gotta hit like a set amount of speed before you can make it through that saw midpoint. And all due respect to Austin, he's going for a theme here. The levels get harder, then they get easier. You know, 2-1 and 2-2. I'm excited to give those a shot. See a little bit more of his puzzle design that's not masochistic. But for now, might as well get through the hard stuff. Although, to be honest, I did also rage quit 1-4. I think it was, yeah, it was 1-4. I rage quit 1-4. If you want to see 1-1, 1-2, and 1-3, and 1-5, I did them all on Team Unity Tuesday, July 3rd. Oh, you want to leave, Tomo? Okay. You can go see them there. I'd recommend watching the VOD to begin with. It's a good show. Okay. He's done it. Like, that's where you think you loop around the saw and then you come back down to the original saw? If I can't get this, I'm gonna have to, like, watch Bear Taffy. Watch a superior Mario player. Zeneron did the level in like 52 seconds or 57 seconds. That's pretty amazing. Actually gives me a lot of confidence, believe it or not, despite dying in the worst obstacle ever. Gives me a lot of confidence. Zeneron is a good gamer, but that means the level is only a minute long. Now, it's not really like a fair way to describe it. Oh, this part. There's no way that's what you're supposed to do. I actually am kind of at a loss here. Which, I mean, just follow the arrows. I don't know, maybe you can make it up to that tall thwomp. Keep in mind, now, none of these deaths are necessarily good. However, it's got a 0.33% clear rate. It means 1 in 300 lives clears this level. So, dude, I think maybe you can make that now that I look at it. It might be close, but I think you can make it. Austin, he doesn't normally puzzle it up too much. It's normally straightforward. So it's just, I might not be believing that something that's possible is possible. But, so 1 in 300. Now, 1 in 300, it also includes people who, to be quite frank, suck at Mario, and that's fine. I might be amongst them. We'll find out by the end of the video. But it also includes people who figured the level out and then tried to speedrun it. I'm not saying it's easy. Dude, that seems like you're getting way too much height off that. I'm not saying it's easy. Merely that You know, you gotta, I think it's an honest appraisal. Okay, you know how to do it. You do it. The mid jump, the hardest of all the jumps. It's all right. It's all right. You know, some people aspire to be Shigeru Miyamoto. Make good levels enjoyable for the populace. Some people aspire to be some inventor of a ROM hack you've never heard of. I know which one I'd choose to be, but I would never try to tell my friends how to live their lives. Okay, salt temporarily vented. It's not easy. Season Saws was hard. I'm not saying this is harder. I mean, we haven't even made it, if there even is a checkpoint. And that was obviously bad. Usually, when it comes to Austin's levels, the start of the level is easy. You know, when I think of the start of Season Saws, it was not simple. Or it was not, like, automatically easy, but it was not nearly this bad. So the end of this level scares the crap out of me. But I am unafraid. Okay. I don't know, dude. I want to see how high you get off a thwomp jump. Maybe it is makeable. I'm just gonna prove something to myself. You cannot spin jump off of a saw. If we could spin jump off of a saw, we would have done it in this section about 20 times. That's very true. Okay. So this is one of the rare times in an Austin level. That's a new one. It's gonna happen when you're going, you know, you're doing 300 attempts. It's one of the rare times in an Austin level that I actually don't know what to do. If you know what to do, please say something. I'm just joking. You can't say anything. As we can make it to the platform. But the platform is like exactly the width of a thwomp. I like my good friend Austin. I'm presuming he would not make us fall on the edge of the platform. Tomo! I don't know why my son, he's so meowy. Like, obviously we can just keep bouncing here. There's a Cooper section. But okay. I guess you can land there. Well, that seems like a friggin' nightmare. You think he really wants us to land on the right side of that platform? I think he does. It's not the worst than when you spin jump, but the spin doesn't quite make it over the hump. All I'll ask you is for your mercy right now. That was no mercy on that one. If you're on Twitch, you know, you're playing a level, people go, hey, here's the solution. And then you just pretend not to read it. And then you go, I wonder if the solution is this. And then people are like, wow, he's so smart. On YouTube, you're flying blind, you know, unless you want to get Austin into the freaking Discord. So I gotta rely on my own intuition. What have I done? Okay. Just practice. That's all it is, just practice. Almost nobody is dying up here. That might be because so many people are dying down here, though. Somebody died on the left side of that thwomp? If this is not it, by the way, I sincerely apologize. That part feels a lot better now. But I'm a man, you know, I'm flying blind. I now realize that you give the developer, in this case Austin, what he wants when you beg for mercy. So what we're not going to do is beg for mercy. What we're going to do is say thank you for the torture. Because this is what it's all about right here. And honestly, playing Austin's levels has made me a much better Mario Maker player. I also believe that he made part of this level for me. Anytime I see a flying Koopa section, and Austin made it, I believe that's a little nod from him to me. Theoretically, it depends if there's a saw over top of that thwomp. If there's no saw over top of that thwomp, we can actually just hang out there for a second. That one hurt. That's the furthest right X. Let's do it, dude. This is like your last final exam. Summer vacation's coming up. 2-1, 2-2. Levels that are a little bit less devilish, you know? But no less delicate. Almost botched that jump. Okay. See, with 1-6, I had started from a fallacious position. I thought my friend Austin was trying to design levels for mass consumption. That's why I was giving him all this feedback as time went on. I was going, you know, oh, this is too hard. Oh, we could use another checkpoint here. Oh, give me a mushroom. Now, I've realized... That hurts. That's not what he wants with this level, you know? That might be what he wants for Woof 1-1. He wants something playable for a, you know, with a little bit of mass appeal. That's no longer what he's interested in here. On this level, he's out for blood. Just not even close. That's fine. If this is what the designer wants, this is what the designer's gonna freaking get, dude. I will say we're about 20 minutes into the video. Made it through un-obstacle. I can feel like every time it's very awkward to watch myself play Mario Maker. I think Egg Cam has been very good for Mario Maker. But whenever I focus at all, I start going... And it's completely unconscious. You know, it's not... I don't go, oh, we're getting into a difficult section. Start biting your lip. It's just the way she goes. So I apologize for that, but you know, it is what it is. Hey, how was your weekend? You know, we're probably getting into the midweek or late week now with the Mario Maker 2 backlog being relatively high. How was your weekend? We might be here for this could be a 2-hour-long video for all I know. At which point, by the way, this is about my limit for Mario Maker frustration. People have said, hey, why don't you play Panga's levels? Panga is a ROM hack developer, speedrunner, Mario Maker celebrity who makes very difficult levels. In my naivete, I once thought, yeah, maybe we could play a Panga level. And then I saw a tweet from Bananasaurus Rex, the greatest video game player I'm personally aware of, who said, making good progress on the Panga level. 3 hours, and I'm like a third of the way through. Here's my progress so far. And I said, oh no, that's not what I'm here for. Let's be honest. My talents are different, if any, you know? It's not for me to spend, it's not the best use of my time or your entertainment time to watch me spend 10 hours trying to get a single pixel perfect jump right. Now, 2 hours, maybe, because that's about what we're doing right here. Sometimes, you know, might need to just take a little break, walk around. I would at least like to make it through this next section first. Is that... I wish I could watch a replay and just be like, what am I supposed to do? I think Austin is streaming right now, so you might get something a little special. You might see me go into Austin's chat and be like, is this right? Because I don't mind grinding this for 10 hours. You know, if we get, well, for an hour. If we gotta grind this specific jump for an hour, okay. But I'd like to know that I'm not trying to do the impossible, you know? If I have a piece of constructive criticism, it's that I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. So to throw all this at the wall and be like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, that hurts. So you can definitely land it. Like, I'm practicing that rate. It's not the same type of muscle memory. It's close, though. Okay. I mean, I have to imagine that if that's not what was intended, it might work anyway. But I think it is what was intended. Dutch Venom, thank you for the subscription. This one's for you. All right, who's subscribing next? Because that one, not destined to get the job done. And I mean this sincerely. A lot, and sure, there's a lot about, you know, these games, mechanical skill, you know, hand-eye coordination, etc., etc. A large part of it, and really the only part of it that's within my control, is emotional state homeostasis. Even as I throw myself off the edge to doom for no reason whatsoever, you just gotta stay. You can't let it affect you. You know, it's a toy. They're lights on a screen. Doesn't actually impact our emotional well-being. Doesn't actually impact our... It doesn't have to, at least. Doesn't impact our worth as a human being. Just makes it that much sweeter when we actually make it happen. Now, I don't mind an episode like this from time to time. An episode where very little progress is made. You're seeing just about the same scene over and over. I gotta be honest, Kate watches some Mario Maker streamers. They're Korean, so I don't know what they're saying. But I find it, and this is biting the hand that feeds, I find it abrasive. This is not a new thing on YouTube, but like some of these channels play these super hard levels. That's fair. Just wait it out there at the stop for a second. Some of these channels, they play super hard levels on purpose, and then every time they die, they, you know, smack their hand on the desk or, you know, shout bad words, etc., etc. I think, like, as I get older, I think it's honestly, it's not a nice thing for me to say, but either, like, it's an act or it's even worse, if that makes sense. Like, being genuinely frustrated now and then, sure, I get it. And it can be entertaining when it's genuine. If it's acting, whatever, you know? People think that, oh, it's embarrassing when, like, a YouTuber fakes being angry or scared for attention. I mean, that's just the game, to some extent. What's more embarrassing for me is when there's, like, somebody that's my age or older that can't control their emotions when they play a video game. But this, I'm getting a little bit pot calling the kettle black, you know what I mean? I'm not saying we won't let out our own expletives. I mean, we won't let out our own expletives, but All I'm gonna say is they're gonna be freaking earned. If I saw my friend make a video, you know, he's in his 30s and he smashed a piece of equipment because it didn't go his way, I'd be making a phone call later that night, make sure my friend's okay. So I do hate this section. I love my friend Austin. This section is not fun. This section, oh dude, I mean, too easy. I think this is like the right difficulty right there for me. This section is actually hell. Maybe it's not meant to be fun. That's, you know, not every movie is meant to be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Some of them are meant to be a little bit more, you know, a little bit more dour. Yo, bro, don't tell me Infinity War wasn't dour. Okay, we're gonna ride this one. Definitely cannot make the Koopas. You can watch, you know, you start the episode. Hey, everybody, what's up? I've aged like 15 years over the course of the episodes so far. It's not all for naught. You know, we've gotten very good. The spin jumps, if I'm being honest, they just feel like walking now. That hurts. I'm gonna give it like 3 more thwomp fails, then I'm gonna go into Austin's chat. Because this is too much. I do appreciate, by the way, Austin, I don't believe he specifically recommended I play this one on YouTube. Sees and Saws, he was like, you'll hate it, but it'll be funny. This one, I think he might have abstained. He might be like, you know what, this is gonna make for a... It's gonna make for an angry egg. It's not anger so much as like, you know, we'll just never do it again. Okay. Let's count that as one thwomp accident. Like this part, oh, chef's kiss. It's easy, yes, but satisfying. Even that section is like, oh, it's a dream come true. And then there, it all falls apart. So yeah, I'm trying to land on the single. I guess it's like a quarter tile. I'm not gonna call that a thwomp death, because like this part, oh, that time I pressed the button. He's dumb. If you've never played Mario and you think that this is a terrible performance, well, you're not necessarily wrong. But I'm here to tell you that the difference between like all the jumps you're seeing here is like the thinnest possible margin that you could ever expect. Like, I really, if you never played Mario, it's not that it's hard. Actually, once you get like Mario physics kind of ingrained in your brain, it feels very natural. But the difference between a successful jump, a successful jump, and an unsuccessful jump are minute. You know, we're talking about keeping the button depressed for another, you know, 1/8 of a second. I'm going to give Austin blanket permission to watch this on his stream. So I kind of, it's like, it's not really fair of me to do, but I'm kind of trying to make the video worse so that his audience just goes, oh, this is just sad. I don't want to watch this anymore. If it's going to frustrate me, I want it to frustrate the people involved in its creation as well. Because you might not know it, but by watching Austin's stream, you know, you can goad him a little bit. You can be like, hey, that jump's too easy. Make it a little harder. Is it too easy? Or, pardon me, did you just see the streamer do it 100 times? It's 1/10 of a second to stop your momentum. If that's even what you do. And I mean, we're at 30 minutes. I should probably just get into that Twitch chat right now. Let's just load it up here. So I'll go and, I don't know, let's hope he's not talking about anything too dramatic here. All right? He is live. So it's my 34-month sub anniversary. Hello, Austin. I'm doing 1-7. First off, F you. Secondly, do you have to jump onto the platform the thwomp is on that little edge?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna turn up the volume.
Onto the platform the thwomp is on that little edge. Jump on the... You have to jump onto the platform the thwomp is on that... No, never. You never have to... Always on the thwomps. If there's a thwomp, you spin jump off of it.
Oh, no. I'll keep listening for a second.
If there is a thwomp, it is spin jumpable, and you should use it.
You're telling me I spent 20 minutes trying to do this? I mean, he's designing a level. You're probably hearing doubling in the background right now, but... I love the little cheers from the peanut gallery in Austin's chat. Get good, scrub. Who are you? This isn't about you. This is about me versus Austin.
You never have to do any cheese strats. All the strats are involve thwomps and stuff.
It's not your freaking story, okay? Okay? Pinch 603. It's not your story. You're not even a side character in the epic of me against Austin here, okay? Alright, I'm back. Going strong. So apparently I've just spent half an hour trying to do the wrong thing. That's not Austin's fault. It's my fault. It is also the fault of the tile, although it's an unintended consequence, I'm sure. Yo, bro, I'm an idiot. You just waited out long enough and you can jump on the top. Yeah, that's okay. So, here's a... Give me a second here. Here's a good one for you, okay? I recognize my own dumbness. You see this, right here? It's Logitech. What is it if you cover the Logitech? I can't even get it on the screen. It's a L. It's low right now. There's an L. I'm holding the L. And occasionally the Ek, apparently. I'm dumb. That's what kids these days say, right? Hold the L. Did not for a moment consider... By the way, I think you could do it the way that I was intending there. But... is obviously not the way it's designed. We need to be able to jump on the thwomp. Which means we need to be able to jump when the thwomp is almost on its way up. Because if we jump when the thwomp is up, it triggers to go down. So it's not as easy as it looks, but it's... certainly substantially easier than my brain-dead solution that really made no sense to begin with. Now, if you can do it using that... By the way, so I popped into his chat, and I said what I said. And then somebody said using the block instead of the thwomp is resinous. Apparently, hard mode is resin now. Okay, we just gotta... Maybe half a second later on that one, we're making it up. Oh my god. Now I'm like revitalized. Look at this. No fear. Okay, that one maybe should have had a little bit of fear. This is why, by the way, I really think, like, I'm very happy with what I do. But I think if you hired me as QA for your game, I would be one of the best QA there ever was. Because I find all the dumb ways... He's done it. I find all the dumb ways to suck. People who are better, look at how long that took once I knew. People who are better, they don't find the dumb ways. They just go, yeah, it looks easy enough. Okay, I'm assuming we're gonna want to watch out for the cannon, or maybe because if we spin jump on the cannonball, it will not work well for us. You have to do it all in one fluid motion, I think, here too. No, you don't. That's dumb. We could send, and then small jump. I've already mastered all these skills. Trying to do things the wrong way. I think we have to spawn a cannonball? It's a puzzle, dude. Oh, you do get a bounce off it. Okay, I thought you just destroyed it. So that it's a straightforward puzzle. Oh my god, dude, I'm so much happier with this level now. I really was like, man, Austin, he's a sadist. That's a jump that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. It's tough because we have to ensure the cannonball lives. Which means we really can't take much time to... And I mean, this is the tutorial section as well, which is funny, but... we can't take too much time to dilly-daddle, because we probably get, like, 2 small bounces before it becomes, like, untenable. I guess if we wanted to, we might be able to chill on top of the 3rd thwomp. And wait for one more to spawn. No. That's deliberate, by the way. Austin, he's considered in everything that he does. If we made that one, that would have given us a window. That's fine. Dude, honestly, this, I don't care. As long as I know what I'm doing, I got no complaints whatsoever. I still think... He's done it. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't even know how this will work. I guess if you jump from the far right platform and go for it, you're good. Anyway, what I was gonna say is I still think my absolutely brain-dead strategy would work. If anyone would like to try it, by all means. Wait for... Oh, we waited too long. That's fine. That time, we didn't even get a cannonball. It's not easy, but I like that this is an obstacle that doesn't kill you dead. For getting it wrong. That was definitely a good window. Oh, I got that. I can tell I got the Hector Salamanca lip again. I hate the fact that I see no X's here, and I see a staggering amount of X's in the next section. Come on. I think you can actually get yourself a better window by jumping on the cannonball. There. But you gotta make sure the other one actually spawns. Now that's tech. Forget, who cares? Okay. I understand. It's the same puzzle. Austin, you genius. Just jump low, forehead. Just jump low. Okay, dude, I'm digging it. Okay, I mean, we're definitely, like, way better off now. Too fast. Ambitious. Good. Very good. It's fine. Again, I like a non-destructive tutorial obstacle. So you can practice being bad before you do it for real. Crazy to think about where we might be if I hadn't spent 20 minutes trying to solve the obstacle in maybe the dumbest way imaginable. Why would you do that? Like, that's... I trained myself wrong on purpose as a joke. Good. Bad. Let's not get ugly. How about the good, the bad, and the we win? You know you've been training yourself with some tough levels when failing to properly use a cannonball as a platform is like, wow, what's wrong with you? Are you even trying? What have I done? I've lost my foo. Okay, relax. That's the ugly, dude. Okay, maybe I gotta embrace the Salamanca. I'm trying to fight back against the Salamanca chin. Maybe we gotta double down on the Salamanca chin. I can feel it going. Okay, that's fine. Good. Much more generous window. I'm just gonna say I hate this obstacle. It is makeable. It's hard though. Kind of feel like one shell is a little... I can't express like how delicate the timing window seems to be. Now maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I have only done it once before. Salamanca. But it's tight. So here. How dare you? I was like, I made it. Okay, this part, chef's kiss. This part, jury's out. We're just practicing. Surely not. Okay, we're doing it. Is makeable. It's tight, but it's makeable. I guess you don't need the cannon in that section. At least so far to me, it doesn't seem like you need the cannon in the section with the spike shells. I hope we're like closer to halfway through the level. Closer to halfway through the level than it seems. I almost want to do the start again, just because I practiced the very beginning so much. That's my easy mode. It's tricky. get it. Oh, you son of a gun. Why? Slow. Slow. Puzzle 1 gets a big old thumbs up for me. This next jumping segment, unknown. Unknown as of yet. I'm a little worried is not the right word. Didn't shoot. Too fast. That time. Oh, with bells on, dude. Oh. Oh! Ah! That would... I guess it's less getting mad at the level. More getting mad at your own dumb brain for being dumb. I now understand all other YouTubers. Nope, too fast. Perfect. Good. I had to know. I was like, what if you did make it? What if you did ride the cannon up? You think you can shortcut it a little? I think you could. Look, this part might seem easy. If that's the case, I encourage you to look at what the levels on expert actually look like the majority of the time. I'm not saying this is meant to be an expert level, by the way. But this is... it's way out of my usual wheelhouse. Also, keep in mind, Season Saws was like a 0.5% clear rate. This is a 0.3. It's pretty simple, right? Only a 0.2% difference, roughly. Yeah, but that's actually like double the difficulty. The clear rate is like a halved. So it's like, it's almost twice as hard. According to the average person. And I am nothing if not indicative of the average. The easiest way I could explain it is that the average expert level, most obstacles, there's actually like, there's such a high percentage of tolerance around it. You can do it wrong, or at least not in the intended fashion, and still make it happen. Like this puzzle right here, this little jumping section, this might be roughly expert level. Because you can... just because you got it wrong once doesn't mean you're gonna die. Everything from this point onwards is like... if you even slightly mess up, you're sunk. That's just too high. And I like that, because it means that when I beat it, I will know I am the level superior. Almost screwed it up. Forget the cannon, dude. Oh! I just wanted to feel in control for once, even if it had to be... even if it had to be like that. Why? Okay, that one, I just screwed up. Bounce over. Little slow, but I think we'll be fine. Easy. Never felt right. Not for a second did that feel right. It's like there's 4 pressures at which you can press the spin jump button. There we go. I really went for it. Sorry, I gotta get a better angle. I'm a dumb idiot. I'm like, "Oh, let's take the cannon skip." You don't even know what you're doing. Just slow down. If you're gonna lose, you should lose in a way that moves the needle. Yo, that's Clipper, Snipper Clips, whatever the heck that thing is. Get it out of here. And Austin's chat has the audacity to talk about resin. How's that for resin? Slow down. Brain's a little hot right now. Brain's a little hot. Cool it, cool it, cool it. Getting dizzy from the spins. There we go, we're back. That was a bad jump. To be able to make it off of that. Okay, you take a deep breath. You go. We're back. That doesn't indicate anything. That could have happened even if we didn't do that. He's done it. You have to give a lot of respect to Austin in the sense that in order to upload the level, you have to beat it without the use of checkpoints. Now, it's gonna sound ironic given our performance, but honestly, like, maybe not that big of a deal on this level, because the first checkpoint, not that hard to proceed from once you know what not to do. Really impressive on C's and Saws. Just wait. You know what? I am gonna try cannon skip this time. Might not even be a real thing. But I'm more comfortable in the air on the cannonballs than I am on the friggin' 1x1 shells constantly spinning. Every micronewton of pressure on the controller, you know, sets you adrift like a freaking interstellar space probe. So wait it out and then go. So that was the game plan, but probably unnecessary. Okay, just checking. I think if you do it in one bounce, you should be able to make it work, but it's a very tight jump. Much better. That's really the jump I'm proudest of. It might not look like it. It's deceptively difficult. Austin, that's really rude. You have to take the cannon all the way up. That's just like... There is no cannon skip, because you need the cannonball. It's one of the most overtly rude things I've ever seen. It also means we gotta go insanely fast. Otherwise, the cannon will despawn. However, there is a silver lining. It also means that if you go insanely fast, it's doable. Because if it weren't reliably doable, I trust Austin would not upload it, and I'm being sincere. Salamanca. Full Salamanca on this one, please. I can tell it's a hard level, because my, like, chin muscles are actually sore from giving me this Thanos-looking coin slot over and over. What did I say, though? If we're here for 2 hours, I'm being sincere. If we're here for 2 hours, we're here for 2 hours. There is no shame taking a very long time to beat a very hard level. There's a lot of shame in being like, you know what? No. The time for us to say no to this level is over. You gotta jump on the cannonballs. We could have said no to this level a long time ago. Instead, we opted to stick with it. And we're gonna see this through to the end. It's possible, by the way, though I dare not speak his name, this might not be the end of the level. That one. If you ever see me do that, that means the death is 1000% on me. And that one was on me. What did I do? I didn't hit the button. Okay, we're gonna let this one go off the top, then we're gonna go. Okay, try again. No shame. Try again. Go. Try again. Let it go. Go. I don't know how to go any faster. I guess we gotta go like here. The double bounce. Look. That one, I almost just gave the camera the finger. That one seems like nonsense to me. I know you're like, you can easily go faster, just don't double jump each of the spikes. You're probably right, but it makes me very upset. Because I feel like we need to double jump the spikes. In order to get the momentum. Something's a little funky about that one, brother. I think maybe that's our indication. You know, we gotta work it back from a developer standpoint. The fact that that cannon shoots us, Austin would not have allowed that to live. It's an indicator we're doing things with the wrong timing. You can't jump on the cannonball. We would have been shot by the cannon there, I think. Please shoot. There we go. That's fine. My own fault. What? Okay. Deep breath. If it's not endless, I don't care if we die. A death is just a reset door by any other name. Thought we were for sure dead there. Now focus. Oh, I was too fast. My bad. Apparently it's possible to be penalized for being too good at the game. Who would have thought? Didn't anticipate an esports player of this magnitude. Can't believe we've been here for an hour and a minute. We've made it approximately, I don't know, 12 seconds into the level. But we know what we have to do. If I'm wrong about this, that's just, that's heinous if we're wrong about this. You know who Austin is? Austin's Jigsaw. Yeah, from the Jigsaw movies. You know, Jigsaw 1, Jigsaw 2, Jigsaw 3D. I didn't mean to be there. Austin has used his incredible talents for puzzle design to come up with ingenious murder machines that boil down to, you did the thing wrong, now you die. That's his lot in life right now. Could design roller coasters. Could design levels that bring the world together. Instead, he has to filter his levels through an incredible YouTuber named youtube.com/Northernlion. And I suck out like a hate Brita. I suck out all the negativity and leave you with only pure distilled joy and entertainment. He's taken a big dump in the top of the water filter, and I'm giving you 12 ounces of pure H2O. That's what my lot has become. He's the dumper, and I'm the filter feeder. Meanwhile, he's still got his chat open. They're talking about freaking nonsense. Oh, what do you prefer, sweet corn or corn on the cob? Yo, we got bigger problems right now, okay? Chat's not innocent either, like... Hey, streamer, the obstacle's too easy. Just make it a little harder. I see you, because I am you. Too high. Okay. You know what you must do. Once you get it, go fast. Not the time! Not the time. Not your fault, but not the time. He's free. Okay, this is where I gotta constantly adjust my ghetto setup here. Go. Go. That one I blew by hitting the top of the cannon. There's no question about that. We're gonna get it. I mean, once you actually solve the puzzle in the sense of, like, you know what you have to do, it's only a matter of time until you press the buttons in the right way. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but I said it in the last Austin episode, and I meant it. Once you figure out what you have to do, you've already done it. You just need to put the inputs in. Didn't believe enough in that one. We could have made it, for sure. And that's why I think that's why I don't get that tilted by levels that are just difficult. Like, this is not tilted. You son of a gun! Probably have to go one jump faster. Levels where I can't figure out what to do, I don't even... People are like, oh, it's too hard for him. It's not too hard, it's just like... It's frustrating to just sit there in Mario and be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I can fail a jump 100 times in a row. Maybe not a smile on my face, but not like too much of a frown. I think we'd let this one go. He held the R button. Streamer, why'd you hold the R button? Maybe I held the R button because the whole freaking level is variations on a theme, and the theme is using the exact right pressure and timing on the shoulder button. A button used approximately never in your average Nintendo game. Go. No, don't go. That was good bail. Good bail. Go. We screwed it up. I wanted to prove that we could make it. Okay, okay. Oh, Lord! I had my Chris Farley voice. That doesn't bother me. At least we didn't have any idea what was happening on that one. We didn't get a big head about things. That's not how you do it. Sometimes my brain goes on autopilot and forgets that this is an Austin level, and it goes like, hey, just step on the cannonball, it'll be fun. Can I tell you something hilarious to me? I'm less self-conscious about the fact that we made a mistake for 20 minutes and how to solve the level, now that the video is approaching 70 minutes long. When the video was 40 minutes long, I was like, oh no, half the video's garbage. And now I'm like, nah, dude, whole video's garbage. It fits right in. Bounce. I'm dumb. Bounce. Bounce. Go. I mean, this part, second nature by now. If by second nature you mean you still fail it about 2/3 of the time. It's actually a pretty good track record. No, it's terrible. Go back. It's not gonna do it, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Go. I have to do it without any double bounces, I guess. Except on this guy. That's so much harder. Like, I think the second guy there has to be double bounced. I'm sorry to but I don't know if you can do it. Whenever I say have to, by the way, I mean I have to do it. Otherwise, I'm gonna hit that weird fake piranha plant wannabe about 97% confidence. We could leave a little faster. Oh, that one felt right. That one felt like that could be it. I wonder if we can keep 2 cannonballs on the screen. Oh, you can tell. There's an attitude change. There's electricity in the air. It's a new degree of dialing. Okay. That's fine. That happens from time to time. That one's just comical. Go. Okay. A lot better at that jump. That wasn't our best showing. I didn't like the timing. You had to go for you as well as I knew. Did I look at that and say we're probably gonna die? Yeah, it all happened within about a quarter of a second in my brain, but it is true. But I said, you know what? That's by far the closest we've come. You're fine. Take the one setup bounce. That jump is still hard. Like the shell jump. You can tell from the look on my face. It's just like, I went, what are you doing? You know how to do this. The single shell jump is tough. It's actually, in my opinion, and I mean, Austin may beg to differ. I mean, he knows the timings for this. I feel like it's tougher than these just because these give you air control. I don't like it. I like it. You can go a little faster. You can start your jumps a little earlier. Not much, but we weren't off by much. And you can get your bounces a little quicker. See, that's what's annoying to me. But, I mean, how are you supposed to do it without having the... I understand, okay? It's one of those things that's like an ingenious design. If it were easier, it'd take away from it a little bit, I think. That time I pressed the button for 0.26 seconds. Should have held the button for 0.28 seconds. Dummy. By the way, in case you're curious, I have peeped some of the more truly heinous super expert levels on YouTube. I wouldn't invite that evil into my Mario Maker algorithm. I'm not saying super expert will never happen, but the insane super expert levels, I'm saying those will never happen. That's not what I want for myself as a I mean, if I could do it, it would be amazing. But I don't see myself having the best mental health after spending 12 hours trying to get past the same single screen. Don't get me wrong, though. I'm starting to understand the enjoyment a little bit. The only thing I'm going to say about this, and again, I don't have the developer's toolkit, okay? So I don't know how narrow the timing is. Maybe I'm doing it so badly that I'm already at the outside edge of acceptable timing. But you could... It wouldn't compromise the level to just lower the platform that you... Like, you know what I mean? Like... to just add a little bit more tolerance to the puzzle jumps. That's a new one. I mean, it's the same complaint I have all the time, which doesn't mean that the complaint is valid. In fact, if anything, it means that the complaint might be completely invalid. And anytime a level is even slightly too tough for me, and I would describe this level for sure as being too tough, although we will beat it. This is not fast enough. My complaint is always, hey, just make it just slightly easier so that I can beat it, but that's nobody worse than me can ever have a chance. Or maybe it should be made a little bit easier. Could be either. See that? I mean, when we're talking about being too late, let me just open this up a little here. When we're talking about being too late in our timing, we're talking about like a quarter of a cannonball's height. Like that'll put us way too late. If I could just suck out one double bounce. I don't know, but then maybe we'd be too early? You know what I will say about this level? Is this style of like staircase right here? Just, you screwed it up. This style of staircase right here is a really cool obstacle. It's really creative. It sounds like faint praise. Tried to rush it. What I mean is, like, I think you could take this level and reconfigure it for expert level difficulty. Which is, you know, my preferred difficulty, I suppose. And keep most of the soul. This is not saying make it better, by the way. Just make it easier while retaining the same theme. Right. You gotta be... Once we go, we're like a pinball. You know, we're launched. So get ready. What did we do? We jumped too high? Yeah, we did. Okay. We did like an ejector jump. But you know, you learn something new every death. Sounds like the title of Happy Death Day to You 3 or something. The subtitle, sorry. You learn something new every death. This is good. Sometimes you just gotta make the face. Honestly, I'm not that frustrated. Mostly because at least, like, the deaths are fun. But it is, like... I mean, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. Maybe you haven't noticed that based on the fact this is the longest video I've ever uploaded on my YouTube channel. What are you doing? Again, sometimes your brain just goes, you know what? You know what would be cool? Just jump on the cannonball. So you might hear a gas leak. Almost did it again. It's not a gas leak. It's our shower. Our shower is good, by the way. It's a great shower. It does make sounds through the wall. The reason for that is because my office was never intended to be an office. It was intended to be a walk-in closet. Could we have done it? I looked at where we were relative to the cannonball. I liked my odds a little. I think we're gonna get it. Dude, if this is only 2/3 of the way through the level, I'm actually gonna, I don't know. I owe Austin a knuckle sandwich. Let's put it that way. Now, that might sound like a louder gas leak. That's because that's not the shower, that's the bathtub. That's a good bathtub, don't get me wrong. One of the best bathtubs. However, you're gonna hear that in the background for a little while here, and that's okay. It's just cool, calming waters. This is, you should be happy, by the way. Are we getting a little worse at this section? Oh, yes. Undoubtedly. And that means we're very soon going to win. It's the classic Dark Souls regression before mastery. Why did the streamer jump into the thwomp? You know what? I don't know, okay? I don't think this is making it. It's like, it's ceremonial. Like, I'm not even that upset because I know if the cannon is hitting us, I'm pretty sure our timing is just off. We jumped too high. This is good. Just give her. Once there was Luigi, liked to spin jump on the thwomps and play his friend's level, but his friend was a sadist. He liked to inflict pain on his good friends. We have to beat the level so he don't get the satisfaction. Okay, let's not sing. You never know who's gonna be litigious. Bad timing. Good timing. Give her. Bro, this sucks. Siri, pull up the meme that says, I am straight up not having a good time right now. At least it's the kind of torture that I know is entertaining. And, you know, maybe the video's an hour and a half long. Big whoop. It's the length of most, it's not even the length of most major motion pictures yet. And yet we've got way more drama, ups and downs. That makes me want to die. Come on. Sometimes, by the way, people go, they always think it's very clever, too. They're the first person who's thought of this comment. Manel, if your level, or Austin's level, showed up on Expert Endless, you would have booed it. Tell me I'm wrong. No, you're not wrong. Well, you're wrong. I wouldn't have booed it. New Ryan doesn't boo. He just skips when a boo is perhaps warranted. But would I skip it? Yes. You know why? Expert levels are not meant to kill 300 times. So slow. Maybe 10 times, you know? I could get down with that. But yeah, I would skip this if it showed up in expert. Because this is a freaking nightmare. You're right, but you're not right for the reasons you think you're right. Okay, get ready. It's the halfway point. My man's is quick. That's all that needs to be said about that. I get it. This one I get. This one I get. You gotta bounce on the. You gotta do a spin jump bounce. Gotta assume it's like this. Okay, okay. I mean, I don't want to do it like this, to be fair. Yo. Not easy, for the record. What did you think was gonna happen? That is so many X's. Just be cool, dude. You're doing fine. You really gotta get that in one go, huh? I mean, this is... I ain't never done this before. Might surprise you to find that when two objects are moving in the same direction at different speeds, it's a little awkward to jump on them while traveling in the same direction. You're spinning around 360 degrees and you're hitting switches simultaneously. Oh crap, dude. It was better. We're getting the hang of it a little bit. I would like to do it all in one. I don't know if that's easier. I think maybe the fact that Austin starts by having it hit the blocks indicates that you should have it stop on the blocks and then go back and try again. Talk about getting lucky on that one. You gotta be like, the timing on when to go with it is bad. It's nightmarish. It's horrible. Oh my god. I guess you should get it to stop and then just go with it every time. Let's try that. Let's try that. I walked on the thwomp. You can't walk on the thwomp. You gotta spin on the thwomp. Okay, there we go. Okie dokie. If you ever stop for 1 freaking second, and by 1 second, I mean, I don't know, probably a quarter of a second, to be honest, you might as well just send yourself to friggin' oblivion. Okay, so the other opportunity is you rush it. Or maybe we can get it to stop here at least. Probably just literally dead. This thing's never coming back, right? We can at least hit the switch. But I don't think you want to, I don't know. 2 of those seems a little much, but maybe it actually is the way to go. Just kill me then. So I have yeah, I mean, this is true with pretty much every Mario level ever made, including Austin's. But, you know, the final section of any Mario level is always the most difficult. It scares the crap out of me. That's where we're at here. After an hour and 32 minutes, we're at the end of Austin's fun gauntlet. I would have thrown on my hands for joy. If it had ended when we solved the most incredible cannonball jumping puzzle in human history. For some people, that's not good enough. Austin, he's just one of those guys. He's always got to go one step further. And God help him, because this sucks. I want to be clear, I don't mean the level sucks. I mean, like, on a human level, this is miserable. I guarantee if we hit that third single on-off switch, he will give us respite. Not much, but some. That was much better. By the way, no respite! I was wrong. It's always been my problem. I assume the best in people, despite what they show me. Much better. Sorry, did I mess up the spin jump up to an on-off switch with very particular timing on the middle of a thwomp as it flies through the freaking sky? My bad. Radio silence. This is fine. Like, what went wrong? What debt does society owe you? That, like, you find it pleasurable to inflict this on people? That's the thing, like, I can take it. I'm strong. But the average person, like, they're gonna take one look at this and they're gonna be like, I'm not doing that. This is actually the way I prefer to do it. I like to have a little space here. Then just fall off, I think, is really the most elegant way to solve the problem. Haven't done that in a while. Just wanted to remember what it felt like. I was always taught, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And that's why for the next however long it takes to finish the video here, I'm gonna keep my damn mouth shut. Just kill me. We're probably approaching 300 deaths. I'm embarrassed to admit it. But we might actually bring the clear rate down. This is the, just nail this part, dude. Oh, we're safe. Still safe. Safe. I think I'm making it harder on myself, and I think I figured out what my problem is. Let it hit the block, then hit the switch. And instead of bouncing, just ride. Like, or instead of trying to match his speed. Oh, that, we're gonna have to watch out for that. But instead of like watching the, or instead of trying to like get on this light speed trajectory, just learn how to launch. That was a bad one. But I think this is a much more reliable strat. I apologize, by the way. I want to keep the door out of the frame, but simultaneously, it's getting hot in here. Also, I've been locked in my office for 100 minutes after a full day of work. So, really, I'm not going to apologize for anything. Worst case scenario, we just have to do that part again, but I'd rather not. Much better, dude. Okay? I mean, the good news is I see it. You do a spin jump off. You land on the spike shell. We can chill on the spike shell for a minute. That's not an abnormal place for us to be. Bro, that sucks. What's my honest critique of this level? I have no honest critique of this level. Like, straight, this is not what I play Mario Maker for. That's my honest critique of the level. That's not Austin's fault. And I'm actually not as frustrated as I sound, believe it or not. But the take-home message here is less like, oh, Austin, you devil. And more like, okay, so this is the last time we're going to do this, and that's fine. Seas and saws. I don't mind taking 45 minutes to beat a level. 2 hours is too much. And this is where, because Austin is my friend, I know the next few levels are easier. But you're gonna have to sell me, honestly. Because, like, what are you doing? This is like going to see Prometheus, and you're like, hey, dude, Ridley Scott, I get what you're getting for here, but it's not really what I wanted to see at the multiplex. And then Ridley's like, cool, we got Alien Covenant coming out. It's gonna fix all your problems. Fool me once. Shame on you, dude. Fool me 2 times, won't get fooled again. Okay, get ready. Why? Just why? Go. Okay. Really just a very simple series of inputs once you boil it down to brass tacks. Okay, here we go, boys. Can I ask you an honest-to-goodness question? This is from a place of, like, I'm your friend and I want to help. Did you need the thing there? You're approaching, and by the thing, I mean the clipper, you know? Come back to me, please. You're approaching at light speed. How on earth are you supposed to recognize your jump height is off? It's too much. It's a little too much. Come on. Even if you're disagreeing with me a little bit on this one. Can I get it's a little much? In the chat, please. Just it's a little much. But you're getting better. You almost got it. Like, I honestly... I actually just don't know... I mean, I know what I can do. I could engage with it, trial and error, until it's done. But I don't know how, at this speed, to constructively change my jump height and position, and also make it. I'm getting real good at this part. Maybe that's... I'll take that as encouragement. Holy shit. I said the S word.